Good afternoon and happy Thursday to all of your sunshiny faces, guys. We didn't babysit today, so I woke up actually kind of late originally. I don't know why. Well, I might have a clue as to why. Jack woke up this morning and took the dogs out in my room, and he was up at like still 7 o'clock in the morning. I was like, what the heck? So I went back to bed, slept until like 8 o'clock, and then I was like teetering on getting up and stuff like that. I don't think I got up until around like 9 or something like that, or after 9. But I think Jack ended up waking up this morning because Matthew had work at like 8 in the morning or something like that, so I'm sure he was up early because of it. So that's, I think, why Jack was up and then came and took the dogs out. And woke me up in my room. But I think that I didn't actually realize Matthew was gone until he came home, and I was like, oh, I thought you were just out with your friends, because sometimes him and his friends, like when they're on their lunch break, like they'll just like go to the park or like, you know, something, because they work like around here or something like that. And so I was like, oh, I thought you just like went and like came back or whatever. So I was actually going to show you guys the vegetable garden, give you guys actually a little update, and then also show you guys our zucchini that we planted from seed, which are like doing crazy great right now. I was actually trying to find my dad and ask him two things. One, if he was going to go pick a pizza, which he just, I saw pull into the driveway right now, or I saw his car go down the street. So and so yeah, then also too, because I want to get, we bought a new shop vac. I want to vacuum my new rug, which I tried once with our other vacuum cleaner, and it did not go over so well because that vacuum cleaner is just broken, guys. Like seriously, all it does is spit stuff out the back, and I'm like, I don't want more dirt like that's already in the vacuum cleaner wind up like on my carpet. So I want to get the shop vac because it has a cool like attachment, and now I can ask him where it is now that he's back. All right, so these are all of the tomatoes, and they're almost up to my neck right now at this point. These ones are almost. And we have bell peppers that are under here, so you guys can see they look a little wilty. What we're probably going to do, actually, I think, is dig these up and move them over into here because there's nothing here right now. And we've actually have tons and tons and tons of tomatoes. The little boy that we were babysitting for yesterday, I think, was actually out here counting them yesterday. You guys can see, like, look at, there's tons of little tiny ones up back there. There's like little ones. This is one. We've picked so far 2 tomatoes. This red one would be the third one. I don't know if it's ready to pick yet, but then there's also, these are the yellow variety, the 2 in the back. These ones I think are the bigger size tomatoes. These ones might be like Roma plum tomatoes kind of, so they'll normally not get huge anyway. These might be cherry tomatoes, I think, maybe. I have it written down somewhere on a little note. But these, like I said, the bell peppers are kind of getting shaded out, so I'm thinking of moving them. We just have to be careful because they're already, like, we've got tons of bell peppers actually. Well, no, I think we've got 3 maybe in total. There's 2 on that plant, and then there's at least 1 over here. I thought there was another one maybe. But they're pretty good size. It's just, you guys can see they're not getting that much sun. And then over there is a broccoli. Actually, guys, I think we planted it too late, and it bolted. I think that's how you call it, like when it goes to seed. And so I don't know. I don't know if it's salvageable or not. It's not going to hurt anything leaving it in there and see what happens. Maybe it'll do a little bit better in like fall when it's a little cooler out. But I was reading that it's not actually the temperature that causes it to do that. It's actually the ground temperature. So if the roots get too warm, that's actually what causes it to do that. And so if you have mulch and stuff like that, it actually will keep it cooler possibly during the summer, or, you know, late into the summer or whatever when you're trying to grow it, and that might not happen all the time, but I think ours already did. And then our broccoli also too is not looking so good because something's been eating it. So again, it's one of those, like, we'll probably just wind up leaving the tomatoes in here, and whatever happens with the other stuff happens. And then the zucchini plant, which I think this is yellow zucchini. I think this is, or like yellow summer squash. This is regular like green zucchini. I think that's how we did it. But these are like crazy. Obviously they were just planted from seed. And then these are my green onions. Yeah, like I said, guys, we're gonna probably move the bell peppers into this section over here. This topsoil has to get out of here. But that, I think, is the plan for all of our, like I said, we're probably gonna in the future leave just one bed for nothing but tomatoes, because we like tomatoes. We grow them a lot, and they're pretty easy, and like, you know, there's not a lot of pests, I think, that like really get to them. Those ones, like I said, are probably one of the easiest to grow. Most people can grow tomatoes. And then I honestly think zucchini is probably one of the next easiest. Like, we grew zucchini one year, barely did anything with it, and we got like foot-long zucchinis. And we didn't have to like really tend to it. You guys could see though, like, the broccoli and cauliflower are a little bit more difficult, and the bell peppers, although they're looking really good, I think it's just, again, a problem of them not getting a lot of sunlight. They're doing decently well too. Yeah guys, that is the update with our vegetable garden so far. Like I showed you guys, we need to get those bell peppers probably moved, and as far as, like I said, the broccoli, cauliflower, I don't know what's happening with that. But everything else seems to be growing really well. It's just like we got our beds in late this year, so that's why some of the stuff, like, we obviously couldn't get planted at certain times and stuff like that, so it's just kind of a like, let's see how it goes kind of thing. But obviously the what's it called, those tomatoes are all doing really well, and the package of like zucchini that I had said it could be planted as late as July. I planted it like early July, I think, like maybe the 8th or something like that, or maybe like that first week of July. I think so. I was hoping that like it'll still, like, you know, we'll still get zucchini and everything like that from it. But I did also vacuum my carpets. I sprinkled some of that, like, we got some of the like Arm & Hammer stuff from the dollar store. It's like the like carpet freshener kind of thing. You just, it's like baking powder with like some type of like scent in it, and it helps to like lift stains, and then also to just to like get the carpet to smell good. You can honestly do like a DIY thing yourself, with just like baking soda and like essential oil that you want. And so I used some of the stuff, like I said, that we got from the dollar store already. And so I used that on the carpet and then vacuumed my carpet today, so that was good. I also vacuumed my chair too, because I'm sure you guys have probably seen my little white chair over there. It's got like the fluffy padding stuff on it, so like, you know, dog hair and stuff like that ends up on it, and it looks, you know, I actually vacuumed it down so everything that's like all like pulled down too. But I realized, guys, I bought it for 30 bucks at Aldi, and like normally when I buy that kind of stuff at like Aldi, I'm not expecting it to really last. I rarely sit in the chair. I noticed that the seam, like at the like bottom of the chair actually separated, and like after, like before I actually started vacuuming, so I know it wasn't from vacuuming that caused it, but it like separated from the chair, and I'm kind of upset about that. It's not like because there's 2 layers, so it's actually just like the like soft like plushy part on the outside that separated, and then the underneath part, like the actual like stability part that actually like keeps it held together and everything like that, is fine, but the seam like splits along that part. So I'm kind of wondering if like maybe my mom could sew it. Like, I'm not totally sure. She can hand sew. It's not huge, but like I obviously don't want it like splitting anymore, or like there is like fluff like stuffing, you know, like polyfill stuff inside of there, so I'm a little concerned, like I don't want it coming out or anything like that. So I'm not really sure how it happened though, because like I never noticed or like heard it ripping or anything like that, like anytime that I sat in it, or like could feel it like ripping. And like just recently though, like literally the last like 2 days, Matthew sat in it, and so I don't know if maybe he ripped it or something like that. But I honestly, guys, have maybe sat in it like a few dozen times. Like that's it. I rarely sit in it like that often. But like, yeah, I'm a little upset about like that I spent money on like a chair like that, and it's like ripped already, which, like I said, normally I'm not expecting like super high quality stuff from Aldi, but like I'm still kind of frustrated. I heard though that like these type of like butterfly chairs are really bad, that they like rip a lot and like the seam separate and stuff like that, because it's not stable, like, you know, it's the what's it called, like, you know, the fabric is what you're actually sitting on. There's no stability. You know, if it's not super high quality or super durable, like, it will cause, you know, ripping and stuff like that, and separating at the seams, which is what happened to mine. So like, you know, I was honestly, the very beginning, I really wanted to get like some type of actual nice chair, but at the same time too, I don't want to spend an entire fortune on it. So I actually really love it though, and I would really like something that's still like plushy like that, and like has like that kind of like fake fur look to it, especially because I think it looks cool with my carpet. But yeah, like I said, it's not so totally bad. Like, it's just like maybe a few inches, but like I said, that was a little frustrating today that ended up happening. So yeah, like I said, I might eventually, like within the next, you know, unless it really starts to really get bad, you know, within the next maybe year or two, probably get a new one, unless, like I said, it just like is all of a sudden like completely splitting apart or really, like, you know, noticeable and bad and stuff like that. But as far as like the actual support for the chair, you're not gonna like fall through it. So yeah, we'll see. But anyways, though, guys, I need to take a shower and get to bed, so I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.